The Early Birds, Episode 1.
It's not that I'm lazy, I just don't see the point. Why try so hard at building a perfect little future for myself when life is just going to throw at me what it will, regardless how much effort I put in trying to shape it?
But what life throws at you is only half of what living is about. It's what you throw at life that really matters.
Oh, goody. Where's a javelin when you need it?
This isn't a joke, Harry.
Well, I'm sorry, but it sounds like one to me.
I don't understand what's made you so cynical.
I know you don't, Beatty.
You could so easily turn your life around.
Yeah.
You're still young, handsome, intelligent, talented. Why don't you try at your writing again? I mean, that always used to give you such a spark.
Yeah, until the spark ignited into flames and melted my dreams into a little splodge on the carpet.
If the splodge was that hot, why didn't the carpet catch fire?
It's a metaphor, sis.
Right, yep. Don't read too much into it. Okay, so forget the writing. How about painting? You always loved art at school.
Yes, when I was 17. I haven't so much as looked at a paintbrush since then.
Well, how about coming back to work for Martin and me? I'm sure he mentioned that your old job is free again. Yeah, Lindsay had to leave so that she could move closer to her mum, so yeah, it's definitely free.
Thanks, but...
Now, don't be so quick to reject the offer. I know working in an office was never your ideal, but at least it has prospects. You're not seriously intending to work at coffee shops for the rest of your life, are you?
I don't see why not. I live alone. All I need is enough money for rent and food.
And that's working out great for you at the moment.
Hey, just because I happen to be between jobs at the moment...
You were fired, Harry.
The place shut down. It was hardly my fault. And anyway, what's wrong with working at a coffee shop?
It's unstructured.
Which is what I liked. The hours suited me. Huh? What does mean? It's a very multifaceted syllable.
You started work there at 2 in the afternoon.
So?
You're normally asleep until 11:30.
Yes. Which is why the hours suit me.
When was the last time you got up earlier than 10? Answer me that.
Recently.
How recently?
I had a doctor's appointment at 8:30 in the morning. 8:30. Those guys must hook themselves up to a caffeine drip when the patients aren't looking.
How recently, Harry? Answer the question.
3 months ago.
3 months? You haven't been up before 10 for 3 months.
Yes, Mrs. Goldfish. Try swimming in the other direction. You might find something else interesting in your world.
I wake up at 5:30 every morning.
Congratulations.
I take the dog out for a walk in the early light, then I feed it.
Him. BT, your dog is a him. Animals have genders too, you know.
Whatever. Then I prepare a full, nourishing breakfast with Martin for Julia before she has to catch the bus for school.
At least you don't refer to your child as an it.
And then Martin and I wash the dishes from the previous night.
Is there anything you don't do together?
Harry. Yes.
What?
I told you I took the dog for a walk.
Again, what was it with you and calling Merlin the dog, as if he's the last of his kind and so possibly couldn't be confused with any other animal?
You're making me lose my thread.
What?
Where was I?
Washing dishes.
Right. We then share a quiet cup of coffee before travelling to the office in order to start work at 9 o'clock.
Every morning?
Excuse me?
You go through the same routine every morning.
All I'm saying is that I think you would benefit from some structure in your life, Harry. I'm not saying that you have to live exactly like me. I know you'd hate that. But why don't you try it just once in a while? Try getting up early to see the sunrise. I mean, you're missing out on the most beautiful time of the day.
If I'm asleep, then I can dream about sunrises, and I bet they'll be 10 times better than in reality.
Harry, please. Please humour me on this one. Just try it for a few days. See if you're happier afterwards.
I'm happy now.
We both know that isn't true.
I'm doing fine, sis. How many times do I have to tell you that? Why don't you just...
Leave you alone? Shove off? Get my nose out of your business?
I wasn't going to say it in quite those terms.
Get up at 5:30 a.m. every morning for a whole week And if it has no positive impact on you at all, I will resist the temptation of trying to fix your life.
You'll live and let live?
Absolutely.
Deal. Speak.
Is that how you answer the phone to everybody?
What do you want, PT? It's the middle of the night.
It's 5:30 a.m. actually, on the dot.
It's still dark outside, that's what it is.
Harry Queen, you are going to honour your promise to me, so help me God.
That's not fair. You didn't say when I had to start my week of early risings.
Oh, didn't I? Silly me. Well, newsflash, it starts now, up and at 'em.
Remind me how we're related again.
Jeans, but not the denim kind. Now move, lazy bum.
Bye.
Bye.
I sincerely hope for your sake that you dialed my number again by accident.
Well, someone once told me that life throws at you what it will, regardless of your own actions, so maybe this is just fate.
Don't you dare use my words against me. That's plagiarism.
You're still in bed, aren't you?
No.
Get up this instant, or I am coming over there and...
I'm up.
Keep me on the phone so that I know you haven't climbed back into bed.
Don't you trust me?
Not in the slightest. I will allow you to put me on loudspeaker, though, so that you're capable of dressing yourself without having to train to be a contortionist first.
How good of you. Ow. Just bumped into my chest of drawers. So damn dark in here.
Switch a light on, then.
You shouldn't have to switch a light on first thing in the morning. It's freezing cold, too. This is ridiculous.
Put a big jumper on and quit complaining. I want you outside in no more than 10 minutes. Go, go, go.
Whoa. Wait one teensy little second here. Who said anything about going outside? It's cold enough and dark enough in here, thank you very much.
How else are you going to meet people?
Again, what's with all the hidden clauses in our agreement? This is not what I signed up for.
The early bird catches the worm. But, guess what? You have to leave the nest in order to get it.
Don't you call me an early bird, and don't try to be clever with cliches. That's my forte, not yours.
It's early. You're awake. You are, by definition, an early bird.
Shut up, for the love of God, shut up.
You dressed yet?
Yes, Mum.
Then get out of the flat. I'm not hanging up until I hear the front door slam.
No. Here, I draw the line. It's bad enough that you drag me out of bed when every sane creature is dreaming, but I'm not leaving this flat without having eaten something first. Absolutely not.
The bakery on Main Street opens at 6.
No.
They stock freshly baked pain au chocolat and croissants every morning served with hot coffee. The earlier you get there, the fresher they'll be.
Fine, I'm going.
Front door.
Wow, it smells really good.
What can I get you?
2 croissants, 2 pain au chocolat, and a black coffee, please.
Coming right up.
It's, so quiet.
Make the most of it. The piece won't last for long. We get the morning rush starting at about 8. Do you want any sugar with your coffee?
No, thanks. Do you normally get any customers at this sort of time?
Oh yes, we have regulars who always come in for their breakfast. Not many though. I practically know them all by name. Jasper should be here any second now. He takes that table in the corner and has never smiled for as long as I've known him. I never know if he likes the food or not.
I'll try and read his expression for you if I see him.
You do that. So are you new around here? I don't remember seeing your face before.
No? Well, I'm something of a recluse, I guess. I live locally, though.
Are you here for the early birds?
Excuse me?
The early birds. They meet here every weekday. Sorry, I assumed. They sometimes manage to lure in new members, you see. Of course, no one sticks it out for very long, except the 5 founders.
Why not?
I think Jasper scares them off.
Is it really that bad?
Oh, yeah, but we love him. Do you want to take a seat and I'll bring your order across in a sec? Speak of the devil, he's the old man now. Right on time as usual. Hey there, Jasper!
Only Americans greet people with hey there, Bren. I would thank you to only use plain English in my presence.
Of course, Jasper. My apologies. Do you want the usual?
Yes.
Coming right up.
Mind if I sit with you?
Well, every other table's free.
Yes, but I want to sit here.
Then it would seem that I don't have a choice.
Great, thanks.
Bren, would you please turn off that dreadful middle-of-the-road music? You know how much I hate it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to switch it off. You bought a CD?
Yes, here.
Good choice.
You've heard of them?
Yeah, my dad introduced me to them. He saw them live once. Every time I hear See Emily Play and Money, I think of him.
He has good taste.
Had. My dad's hanging out in heaven these days. Except I'm agnostic, so 6 feet under might be a more apt description.
Here's your food. My God, that isn't a glimmer of amusement I see in your eyes, is it, Jasper? Keep on like this and you might actually see his teeth by the end of the morning.
His teeth?
Yeah, me and the guys have got a bet on, you see. He never smiles, and so we've no idea what his upper row of teeth looks like. Phil thinks they're fake, Susie thinks they're yellow and wonky, and I...
Yes?
I have tables to serve. Excuse me.
Hey, who's that guy who came in with you, if you don't mind me asking? He looks pretty official looking. Why is he just standing by the door?
He's one of the minions that my son hired to take care of me. Not that I need it.
You don't strike me as someone who needs much help.
That's what I try and tell my son. But he's like me. Has to have his own way.
So this guy follows you around everywhere, does he?
Yes, except to the bathroom, of course. But even then he insisted I leave the door unlocked in case... Well, never mind.
Your son must care about you deeply.
Well, that's one way to see it.
Jasper, here's yours. Whoa, now that is definitely a smile. It's small, but it's there. Put it there, brother.
I don't get used to it.
Don't worry, no danger of that.
Oh, these cross on so well, banging.
What sort of English is that? You're pretty sure of your own opinions, aren't you?
Yep.
Bren, another croissant for this young man. Put it on my tab.
Thanks.
So, what's your name?
Harry Queen.
Well, Harry Queen, it's been slightly better than just about bearable to meet you.
Likewise. So, how old are you? Sorry, that was rude of me. It's just that you don't exactly strike me as someone in need of care.
I'm 67, and yes, that was very rude. Now, if you don't mind, I'd rather not talk anymore about my health with a stranger.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, you're agnostic?
Yeah. You?
I used to be an atheist, but since my wife died, I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It wasn't just my loss, it was the world's loss. She was the best woman that ever breathed.
Wow.
You say wow a lot.
Yeah.
You also say yeah a lot.
Yeah. So what was she like, your wife?
Everything good that has ever existed. Being more specific would make her seem less significant than she was.
Everything good that has ever existed. Huh. So she was pizza and she was beer and... I've run out of good things to list.
Well, Susie, I win. I win the bet. I can see his teeth. You two losers owe me the afternoon off.
And it begins. That's Sissy. She's the chairman of our meetings nowadays.
Why is she panting?
She's obsessed with running. Didn't you notice the lycra?
Well, it's yellow with purple stripes, so... Yeah, I noticed the lycra.
See how she's checking that weird box thing on her wrist?
Uh-huh.
In a few moments, one of three things will happen. If she grins and then orders a pint of chocolate, she's beaten her record for how many calories she can burn in one run. And if she shakes her head, shrugs and orders another croissant, she's matched the record. And if she winces, sighs and orders a glass of orange juice, she'll be grumpy for the rest of the morning.
Orange juice, please.
It's amazing.
If you want to stick around for the meeting, I wouldn't object too strongly to you being there.
Whoa, strong words indeed. I'd love to, but I better go. My sister will hypothetically kill me if she learns I spent the entire morning in a bakery. I'll see if I can drop by tomorrow, though.
Oh, as you like.
Well, it was nice talking with you.
I'm sure it was.
Hey, did Jasper seriously just ask you to join the early birds?
I guess so.
He's never done that before. You're honoured, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day.
So, how was it?
Hello to you too, sis. It was very enlightening.
I knew it. I knew it would do you good. Didn't I tell you it would do you good?
Yes, you did, and I truly feel like I've learned a deeply profound lesson.
Ah, yes. You've learned that even something as seemingly insignificant as getting up at a good time in the morning can create a sense of structure and stability that is extremely fulfilling and has positive repercussions through the rest of your day, yes?
No. I learned that Jasper has a gold tooth.
What? Who the hell is Jasper?
Bye, sis.
No, wait.
Starring Thomas Jennings as Harry, Roger Kay as Jasper, Alice Jennings as Beatty, and Philip Jennings as Bren. Join us next time for episode 2 of The Early Birds.